It is about 11:30 at night and I'm about to go to bed. We have a 6 a.m. flight, which means we have to be at the airport by about 3:30, which means leaving home at 3, which means getting up at about 2:15. So I'm going to go and get a few hours sleep. It took a bit longer to get organised, but we are super excited about a month in Bali and Indonesia. So yeah, bring it on.
Hi, we're the Flying Finnies, a 50-something couple on their way to visit 60 countries before we turn 60. Unlike most Australians, we've never been to Bali, so we thought it was time to tick that and another country off our list. We're spending a whole month here in Bali and Lombok, travelling around on scooters and getting a taste for a different side to Bali. We'll end up riding over 1,200 kilometres around this gorgeous island, so keep an eye out for our upcoming videos. In this video, we will look at what we call tourist Bali, namely the areas around Kuta, Canggu, Seminyak and the southern peninsula of Uluwatu. Given this is our first time in Bali, don't forget to leave us a comment on what you see and come and join us for the ride.
Charlie, come and say goodbye, buddy. Come and get a treat. Yeah, I'm going to swim. Yes, I am. You're a good child. Where's Daddy going, Gus?
Yeah, it's 3:45 in the morning, and the only time I get up at this time of the day is to go to the airport, which we're doing.
Let's go and jump on a flight. So hopefully we're going to get into the Qantas business class lounge. That depends on whether or not they accept guest staff.
This is a new record for me. It's 5:15 in the morning, and I have a very small glass of champagne to celebrate another trip. I'm very glad we could get into the lounge before our cheapy Jetstar flight. But anyway, breakfast of champions, champagne, cappuccino, bircher muesli. Cheers.
So the best news of all for today is that our flights both to Denpasar and back again are absolutely free. Well, almost free. So we got those on Qantas frequent flyer points, and it cost us around about 18,000 points per person to get to Denpasar.
We might have spent too long in the lounge. Now we're racing. We left Sydney at dawn and arrived in Denpasar to a beautiful sunny afternoon.
So the Flying Finnies are back in their happy place. We've just checked into our hotel, which is the Astari Villas. We're in Jimbaran, and we're about to head down to a local warung, a local cafe, where we might be able to pick up some nice Balinese food.
Our hotel looks lovely. We haven't checked into the room yet, but the pool area looks great. I am a little bit worried about the building right next to the hotel and all this razor wire that surrounds it. But I guess we'll figure out what that is later on in the day. Hello, welcome to room 103 at Astari Villa and Residences. This has been a really pleasant surprise. As usual, we were trying to find something in that sort of mid-budget range, and we've managed to find something really great. Apparently, I take too long to do these room tours, so Graham has sped me up for the purposes of this video. But as you can see, it was a really great room. The very best thing though is that we've got one of these lovely poolside rooms, so we look straight out onto this beautiful pool area from our little patio here.
There was also a great little covered area where we could sit down and enjoy meals by the pool.
It was only about a 10-minute drive downhill to the beautiful Jimbaran beach, a perfect place to watch the sunset and to have dinner at one of the many restaurants on the beach.
We're down on the beach at Jimbaran at the moment. We've got a Balinese version of a mariachi band in the background, which just adds to the whole flavour of the evening. But along the beach are a whole bunch of different restaurants, each of them serving up variations of seafood. And what we have in front of us at the moment is a very well priced seafood extravaganza of prawns, calamari, mussels. We've just had some soup and some green salad. And just to fill us up, there's a bit of rice and some nasi goreng, which I've been really keen to try nasi goreng from the first moment that we set foot on the island. And all washed down with some extremely inexpensive bintang. This is about $4.50 for about 750 mils of beer. It's not too bad.
It's day 2 in Bali, and we are having a traditional Balinese breakfast at our hotel. Graham has got mee goreng, which most of you are probably familiar with, and I've got, I think it's called bihung goreng, which is like corn noodles. I could have got that name wrong, but so it's like mee goreng, but the noodles are made of some kind of corn blend. So that's a bit different for me. Looks like we've got chili sauces, and we've got the world's strongest coffee. Look at the colour of that coffee.
Well, see if we can stand the spoon up.
Oh, that's going to get you started for the day.
Hard starter. Oh,
Is it good?
nice. Yep, don't mind that at all. That was a really, really nice breakfast, fairly basic. A mee goreng. I think it ended up costing around about $4 a plate, and we'll most probably get out and explore some of the warungs later on to see what other breakfast options there are here in Jimbaran. So welcome to our ride for the next 17 days or so. This is a Honda PCX. It's a 160cc motorcycle. We have rented it from a group called Bali in Motion. I suspect it was a little bit more expensive through Bali in Motion. However, the condition of the bike is much better than others that we've seen through rental companies. And the other thing was that they were pretty upfront in making sure that all of the bikes that they rented out had insurance, which wasn't the case in other areas for damage. Now, ordinarily, we ride Vespas back home in Australia. I've got a 300cc, so this is a little less powerful, but I think will easily do the job here in Bali. The thing that I really like about it, though, is all of this under-seat storage, which covers all of our bits and pieces for the day. And it also has a keyless entry. So, entry? Is it an entry? It's got a keyless starter. So that's a bit of a new thing for us. We'll try that out today. Comes with a secure camera or phone mount, which is good, and a couple of helmets.
Is your life insurance paid up?
As much as yours is, Tracy.
I don't have my own bike yet, but I will in a few days when we're out of this South Bali area. So when we're going to be touring around the island, we'll have 2 bikes. I'll have one a little bit smaller than this one that makes it a bit easier for me to ride. Woo-woo! Do we officially know how to get this thing started?
Yes.
Do we know how to get in and out of the seat?
Yes. I think we're home and hosed. Let's give it a burl.
Famous last words. After making sure we knew how to operate the bike, we took it for a ride to some of the beaches in southern Bali.
Welcome to Kuta Beach.
This is day 1 really of exploring Bali, the beautiful island. So today we have decided that we are just going to try and get tourist Bali done, because we're not really here to do really touristy things. We're trying to explore areas of Bali that aren't typically explored by most Australians, I'm going to say, because I'm only very familiar, I guess, with the Australian experience. So we're on Kuta Beach, very famous for Australians. Lots of people have had great holidays here, but there's also been a bit of tragedy for Australians in this area. The 2002 Bali bombings occurred not far from here, so we're going to go and visit the memorial for that later in the day. We've already passed many touts trying to sell us sunglasses and trying to braid our hair and sell us seats. So yeah, we're right in the middle of the tourist town, but it is a beautiful beach, I've got to say. While I don't appreciate how sort of busy it is, the beach is gorgeous. It's enormous. It goes for kilometres.
Having had a bit of a taste of the shopping in and around Kuta, we headed further north to Canggu, which was absolutely beautiful. We enjoyed watching the surf, lying on the beach, and even sampling some of the local food.
Spicy. No, spicy.
Oh, spicy.
Spicy. Oh, yeah. Spicy.
It's a habit of mine.
After a quick swim and bite to eat at Canggu, we headed further north to Echo Beach to watch a magnificent sunset.
Echo Beach. I watch the sun go down.
As you can see from the number of scooters parked here, it was us and nearly every other tourist in Bali that had come here for the sunset. But it wasn't just the people enjoying the beach.
The only thing that helps me pass the time away is knowing I'll be back at Echo Beach someday.
So we've taken a bit of a ride further down south in and around Jimbaran today to have a bit of a look around the area.
Yeah, we're on the Bukit Peninsula, and our plan for today is to explore all the beautiful cliffs and beaches along this area, and eventually end up at the Uluwatu Temple for sunset. We've already made a boo-boo though. So the first beach that we were meant to, or want to visit, was apparently here. There is no access, there is no beach to start with, and there's no access to the shoreline. It's just a straight cliff to the sea. So I'm standing quite far away from that cliff because I don't have the best balance, and well, that would make a great video.
Google did actually indicate that cliff jumping is a thing around here, but I got to be honest, I can't see it happening from this spot. Let's go and see what else we can find.
So in our search for the beach, we've ended up at the Ayana Resort, which is absolutely beautiful. We were very happy with our cheap little villa that we rented, but now that we're here, we're kind of wanting to upgrade. This is where the rock bar is, so we may come back another night and have a drink at the rock bar and pretend we're actually staying here, but let's just have a look around the grounds of this beautiful resort.
On Echo Beach, I watch the sun go down. From 9 to 5 I have to spend my time at work. My job is very boring, I'm an office clerk. The only thing that helps me pass the time away.
We're down at Balangan Beach. It was quite a journey to get here. I've already taken a spill walking down the stairs to get here. And it is a beautiful beach, but I have never had my feet sink so far into sand before. Lunch down at the beach here at Little Warrong, right on the beach. Don't have our feet in the sand today, but great view watching all the surfers. I've got the nasi campur and Graham's got a chicken curry.
While the surf break was amazing, it did take a little bit of effort to scramble over the rocks to get into the water. So heading down to Bingin Beach at the moment. This is the third beach that we've visited down in this southern area of Bali.
It's actually only the second beach we visited. We tried to get to the first one, which we didn't quite make. We couldn't find it.
Well, we saw it. Does that count?
More like this time.
The ride here has been beautiful. Lots of very, very narrow roads, and apart from the hairpin turns and the trucks, it's a really, really pretty place to take a ride. So hopefully we might even be able to get a swim in this next beach. What do you reckon?
Hopefully. Is gorgeous, but I'm more excited because there's a Dalmatian down here that I can go and pat, hopefully.
So getting out into the water at Bingin is a little bit tricky because of the rocks, but the water is absolutely crystal clear.
We've done too much today and we're nearly missing sunset at the temple, which was our ultimate goal. Anyway, but we have had a fun day, so we're rushing now to get to the temple before sunset.
We're heading into the Uluwatu Temple, where hopefully we will have the chance to see another beautiful sunset here in Bali. It is absolutely beautiful in here. All of these overhanging trees, beautiful vines, and the water. A sunset is always worth rushing for. There was a bit of a crowd to get through here, but we managed to get up into the highest part of the temple, and the sunset was, as predicted, absolutely beautiful. The sunset was amazing, but you do have to watch your valuables from the monkeys on the way out. Some of the most impressive sights in the Bukit Peninsula can be found at the Garuda Wisnu Kencana Cultural Park. We spent a couple of hours here and we were amazed at the size of the statues depicting the Garuda and Lord Vishnu. It was definitely worth a visit.
This is the statue of Garuda. It's quite amazing. I really like it. I thought this place would be really touristy, which it kind of is, but the statues are incredible. So here is the main attraction of this park. You can see behind me is this fantastic statue of Lord Vishnu sitting on his feathered friend and great companion, the Garuda. This statue is 400 feet or 120 meters high, and it's taller than the Statue of Liberty. Apparently it's about 98 feet or around 30 meters taller than the Statue of Liberty. Ready?
Are you ready? Let's do this. Before we left the Bukit Peninsula, there were two other locations that we really wanted to have a look at. The first, on the east coast of the peninsula, is Nusa Dua. It's known for its great beaches, but it's a bit of a gated community, and we most probably didn't enjoy it as much as our second location, Padang Beach. It's not quite what we were expecting here.
We drove to Nusa Dua Beach, but we've ended up in like this not weird, but gated community where we had to come through a checkpoint, and
a lot of luxury resorts.
It's all very nice. It feels a bit like the Truman Show though. Anyway.
There are a lot of people here. They're all heading down to the beach.
Yeah, so that's our plan, to get some lunch and have a swim. We're just looking for a place to grab some lunch we're definitely not going to get Graham's $2 satay or $2 nasi goreng here. It's going to be a little bit more expensive, so I might have to blow his budget over lunch today.
As you can see, we were pretty happy to head away from Nusa Dua and visit Padang, a beach made famous by the movie Eat, Pray, Love. And it didn't disappoint. We could have spent hours swimming in the crystal waters surrounding this beautiful beach, but we were headed to one of the best, albeit one of the more expensive, areas of Bali to watch sunset.
We're in a Grab, which is like Uber in Bali and lots of other parts of Asia. Really efficient service. It's costing us the whole 25,000 Indonesian rupiah to get to the fancy bar, the rock bar. So we're going to go and pretend we're not cheapskates tonight and have a drink with a view and spend all the money we saved on dinner last night on maybe one drink tonight.
So it's not a huge distance that we're going to the rock bar, but to be quite honest, with the price of transportation here in Bali, it sometimes makes you wonder why you would jump on your motorbike and go off to the bar anyway.
Yeah, we thought safer so Graham can have a drink without any issues on the bike later. Might save us some medical bills doing it this way.
Much cheaper.
All right, to the rock.
You got the golden ticket?
I've got the golden ticket. I think it's a golden ticket. It's an expensive golden ticket. So we didn't have a reservation and we're not in-house guests, but it was no problem getting in. Just a minimum spend of 300,000 per person, which is about $30. It seems our ticket doesn't get us the travelator going down, but have to use our legs, but that's all right. So I have the most delicious, refreshing cocktail. It's called a cucumber lemon splash. It's got kaffir lemongrass infused vodka, lemon, sparkling water, cucumber and mint. It's basically like a salad with vodka. It's very hot here tonight, so excuse the ponytail, but I'm prepared to put up with the heat for this fantastic view and this delicious cocktail.
What a great week in Bali. We hope this video has given you a bit of an idea on some of the great places to visit in southern Bali, and if you liked the content, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button and leave us a comment. We love hearing from you and it helps feed the algorithm to get the message out. Join us in our next video as we head inland to Bali's highland rice terraces in Jatuwela and travel to the pristine northwest of Bali to Pemutaran and Menjangan Island for some of Bali's best snorkeling.
Until then, it's time to fly.
It's a habit of mine to watch the sun go down on Echo Beach. I watch the sun go down.